Well, you know that overwhelming chemical smell that seeps out when you open a brand new plastic shower curtain package?
I know that smell. I hate that smell. We were just talking about it with Chris, our cameraman, who says he remembers that smell from his early days as a child, opening up and getting his new Halloween costume out.
Yeah.
He remembers that smell.
He thinks it's a good smell. Well, that funky smell is the polyvinyl chloride from which it's made. It's a significant source of chemical exposure, and the EPA says it can cause nausea and headaches. It may even be cancer-causing over time.
Yeah, and that's not the only product in your home that may cause harm to your health. Here are a few other products that just might not be worth the risk.
Many products that we just accept as normal may actually contain unnecessary health risks that just aren't worth taking. First up, flea and tick collars. Research at the Natural Resources Defense Council found that adults who play with an animal that wears a flea and tick collar are exposed to up to 500 times the EPA's safe level of pesticides and 1,000 times higher for children, posing a risk of cancer. But
we don't want fleas and ticks on our pet or coming into our household.
So instead, try oral flea treatments. And BPA is found in plastic, but it's also used to line the inside of cans to keep bacteria out. One of the most contaminated foods with BPA? Canned liquid infant formula, but powdered formula has almost no traces of BPA.
Well, there's even more. Celebs may swear by them, but colonics and colon cleansing pills can actually be dangerous. The pills are poorly regulated, they can make you laxative dependent, and colonic enemas put you at risk for intestinal perforation that can only be corrected with surgery. The intestines are self-cleaning, so unless really you're getting a colonoscopy, there's no real reason to sweep it out.
And the list doesn't stop there. SheKnows.com also put together a list of the top 5 hidden home health hazards. Number 1 on the list, magnets. They can fall out of toys and are easy for children to swallow. If 2 or more magnets are swallowed, or if one magnet is swallowed with a metal object, it can damage the intestines and cause blockages, holes, or infection, even death. Also, keep an ear open for products that are recalled. SheKnows.com says each year there are about 400 recalled products. You need to be aware of the latest recalls to keep family members, including pets, safe. Also, be careful with furniture, even TVs that can tip over and crush children. Children like to climb, and it's so easy for furniture like bookcases, dressers. It's easy for them to tip, so you also want to keep toys and remotes off of furniture to avoid tempting the kids to climb. Window cords, children can easily strangle on these. You may want to consider using cordless blinds or keep the cords permanently out of the kids' reach. And finally, pool and spa drains can pose a serious danger. The suction from these drains can be so powerful it can easily hold a person underwater. Also, hair can get tangled in the drains. You want to make sure appropriate drain covers are in place. And you also want to consider having a safety vacuum release system installed. That system can detect when a drain is blocked and automatically stop the pool pump from running.
Just in case.
Just in case.
You know, when we first got our first big screen TV, there's this little piece of cable in there and a bolt, and I'm like, what is this?
Yep.
And I had to do what I don't like. I had to read instructions.
Glad you did.
But I figured out it was the anchor for the wall to keep it from tipping over.
Right.
I'm like, wow, this does make sense for dressers and for big TVs like that. So. Great ideas.
A lot of items come with that now, and if you would like to read more about these home health hazards and other tips on how to prevent them, go to delmarvalife.com and click on the show tab.
Well, let's stay at home, at your home. Up next on Delmarva Life, you may be thinking about sprucing it up a little bit with a deck or maybe a patio. Do you know which is best for your lifestyle? From the money to the maintenance, we'll learn more about your options coming up next.
And once the deck or patio is built, you may want to enjoy a summer meal in the sun. We're in the kitchen with a tasty twist on tacos a little bit later. Delmarva Life, we'll be right back.